What is up, guys? It's your boy Parag. Welcome back to day 40 of the hard challenge. I know it's this time on my phone. I'm actually on my computer recording this, but don't peep how messy my room is. But aside from that, y'all see the frames? Hold up. I opted in to get frames that were more bigger so that my face would look nicer. So hopefully it looks more pleasing. We went on the walk today, sunlight for me. And then if you want to go to the workout today, was arm day, I'm saying, felt pretty good today. Skip over there. For breakfast, literally the exact same thing. We got a scoop of protein powder, creatine, peanut butter, raspberry, blueberry, strawberries, coffee beans, water. I think I already said protein powder, but I'm gonna say it again. Water, stir that all up and just drank that down. But hey, time for the reading section. Feeling kind of spicy with my new glasses on. Let's go on to the question of the day. Oh, upside down. All right, next question for today. I need to flip it. Okay, what good habits do you want to cultivate? I think it would be going on walks and jogs. These past few days, or these past few 40 days, I've been walking every day. Here and there, I do go on jogs as well. And I think I want to, like, even after I come back from Japan, I still want to do that. Like, still go on walks and go on jogs. So that's one. Second, a habit would be working out. I know for these 4 days I've been consistent, but after Japan, I plan to be more consistent and just go to like an actual gym, so like I can get access to like the machines and and get bigger and stronger than before. But working out, what else? I mean, there's a lot of good habits. I'm not gonna lie. I think one of the biggest one is probably being consistent with uploading. I mean, yeah, I upload like every day on this channel, but after Japan, I'm gonna be sticking to a schedule, not posting every. I want to focus more on providing like high quality content, because I'm not gonna lie, guys, these videos, they're not really high quality content. It's just me just talking. Another thing, bro, these glasses, bro, every time they like slide down a bit, and I gotta be like, But anyways, damn, this guy, is there anything on my teeth? Ew. Okay, guys, let's just not talk about that. Anyways, let's go on to the reading section of today. Bumbleclaw, look how much words there is, bro. Holy shite. Okay, let's get on to reading, shall we? Literally the very first word, just corn. Oh, no. Pornography, the most blatantly commodified industry of the woman's bodies, is predominantly male both on the production and consumption side. As Heather Rupp and Kim Wallen state, pornographic magazines and videos directed at men are multi-billion-dollar companies, while similarly products directed towards the women are difficult to find. It is estimated that of the 40 million adults who visit pornography sites annually, 72% are male, while only 28% are female. The porn industry only amplifies what is present directly or objectively in the other fields, namely the sexual female body as a visual commodity for the consumption of the male gaze. Once the body is made into a visual unit ready for sexual consumption, it can also be converted into a third form of economic value generated by the valuation of the sexy body for the performance and competence. This competence on how to achieve orgasm, how to find her secret erotic zone. I'm not reading. Okay, there's too much titles here. I'm not gonna be reading that. Is widely promoted and sold by a variety of economic segments: self-help, literature, counseling and therapy, the pharmaceutical industry, the sex toy industry, prostitution, and escort services. All of these combined account for the production and circulation of hundreds of billions of dollars. A fourth form of valuation of the body through its sexualization occurs through the economy of reputation created by internet platforms and social media relayed by cell phone technology that circulate widely photos of attractive bodies, both clad and naked. This circulation of photographs is inscribed in a symbolic economic of reputation, which can be capitalized in these internet platforms through the sponsoring of corporations or advertising. For example, beauty vlogs developed by women who do not work in the beauty industry can be used as platforms for large companies such as Allure um, to reach women through ordinary actors perceived not to be part of the industry. A top model posing on Instagram or other platforms can be paid several tens of thousands of dollars for a single post. Finally, the visualization of sexual personhood can be converted into a capital in the increasingly expanding market of a short-term or long-term sexual transactions. A market that can also intensify and become formalized with the internet technologies. The sexual, romantic, and matrimonial market blurs the distinction between the monetary and the non-monetary and takes multiple forms: casual sex, hookups, short-term or long-term dating, living together, or marriage. The cultivation of sexual attractiveness constitutes a form of self-branding traded on markets that are once economic and sexual. Internet dating sites broker between sugar daddies and sugar babies offer a powerful illustration of the ways in which the market form increasingly imposes itself on sexual encounters, putting women and men in situations where they direct visual display and competition are regulated by mechanisms of supply and demand. As described by a site, Sugar Daddy for Me was launched in 2004. They promote the usual sugar daddy stuff. I don't know why, but it feels so weird saying. I'm not going to say it because I'm stuttering too. Young, beautiful, ambitious women willing to please affluent, caring, generous mentors who want to be pampered and spoiled someone special. Women expose their faces and bodies on an organized market on profiles visible to the public, and thus convert their bodies into images that themselves become commodities to be traded and even auctioned. It's wild. Both the producers of value and the consumers of value meet in a social field that takes the form of the market. Donald Trump's reported affairs with a porn star and his marriage to a former model are both glaring examples of the way he was married to. Wait, what? I did not know that about Donald Trump. Okay, shit, that's crazy. Are both glaring examples of the ways in which erotic capital become a fungible commodity in different social arenas, in two different visual markets, as well as the sexual and matrimonial market. To recap, women's bodily attractiveness and sexuality are fungible commodities. Women's bodies consume an abundant panoply of consumer goods destined to be improved and shape appearance that are in turn invested in multiple markets to produce capital. The circulation of money in these markets is sustained by a symbolic economy that makes sexuality and sexual attractiveness into an attribute of femininity as a real commodity produced for the gays, a YouTube beauty vlogger, a pornographic movie, a job as a company representative, a rich husband, or a sugar daddy who pays you for entertainment, a casual boyfriend who will pay for your outings. All of these are examples of the ways in which sexuality as an image becomes a tradable commodity. We may thus suggest that the image of the sexual body has. Yo, I'm so sorry, guys. I'm sorry that I'm stuttering. Forgive me. Been instructed to the emergence of what's scopic capitalism, a capitalism that creates a formidable economic value through the speculation of bodies and sexualization, their transformation into images that circulate in different markets. Visuality makes a body into a site for the consumption shaped by the consumer objects. It is converted into an asset in the productive sphere of labor as an image to be sold in various visual industries. It posts sexuality as a form of competence that demands the consumption of expert advice. It can circulate in media technologies through the economic of reputation, and finally, it can provide actors with a high position in the sexual field. In scopic capitalism, the look is a form of self-investment that circulates along networks of money and sexuality. In this consumer and sexual change, the economic and the sexual seamless constitutes each other, and sexuality is a point of incessant circulation of money. We can literally speak of the crisscross network of different markets intersecting with the sexual body. And in sexual exchange, this intersection produces scopic markets where value is created through the valuation of images of sexual bodies destined to be consumed by the gaze in economic and sexual markets. A continuous chain converting visual icons of beauty and consumer objects into sexuality attractive bodies is essentially fueled and refueled in the economy by making the attractive body into a source of value. The gaze is an essential instrument for the extraction of the sexual and aesthetic surplus value. The scopic regime has been magnified and intensified by the avidity of internet dating sites and social media that places agents in the posing of presenting an idealized and attractive self, which circulates widely in a variety of visual platforms. These platforms formalize the marketization of bodies and sexual encounters. Feminist theory has crucially illuminated the non-paid work of women in the formation of maintenance of the capitalism engine inside the family. Consumer capitalism uses women differently. Through the performative work of producing a sexual attractive body, in the civil society of industrial capitalism, men demanded that women's bodies be for sale only through marriage or prostitution. That's a crazy thing to say. Consumer capitalism has changed this. The social and economic structure organizing sexuality is one where the female body is no longer regulated by the family and has undergone a generalization process of accommodation that made it circulate in the markets that at once economic and sexual and metronormal. This is the appropriation of female sexualized body constitutes an exportation of value in matrix meaning. One class, men, extracts value from the body of another class, woman. This in turn explains a paradoxical feature of the complementary woman's social existence. While feminism has gained in strength and legitimacy, women have been reassigned to relations of economic domination through the sexual body. As Axel Honneth argues, recognition has two aspects, a perceptual one and a symbolic one. For Honneth, the first precedes the second and is even its precondition. However, perceptual recognition is not just a perceptual act. To register the presence of others depends on historical variable. On historical variable moral and recognition tools. The visualization of personhood and social relationships entails indeed new modes of apprehension and perception, which in turn profoundly affects recognition. Evaluation is one of the most evaluation is such mode of apprehension that affects the perceptual act of recognition. Bro, I cannot talk. Evaluation has been increasingly thought as a crucial cognitive and social feature of modern interactions, primarily in the educational system and in corporations through formalist tests. Evaluation is a feature of bureaucratic organizations concerned with assessment, performance, and productivity. But it has become a generalized social activity extended to the media, in reality shows, for example, and social networks and the share buttons. We can in fact hardly think of social media without thinking about the crucial role of evaluation as a social and technological activity. Built in on internet platforms but practiced in corporations and schools as well, evaluation has become an ordinary feature of the cognitive orientation of actors, geared to the identification of worth. While actors being simultaneously evaluators and evaluating in the same way that they are consumers of images and turning themselves into images for the gaze of others, the sexualization of personhood turns encounters into visual evaluative performances because visual evaluation has a number of key cognitive features. It has consequences for the way in which relationships are formed and unformed. Visualization mobilizes snap, instantaneous evaluations. Objects are typically apprehended and evaluated visually in a matter of milliseconds. As cognitive psychologists find out, a visual evaluation is a type of cognition that is fast and frugal. It relies on needs like information to form a preference towards an object. Because of the speed and visual evaluation, actors will tend to look for a privileged conventional feature of attractiveness, which have been confined in media images and fashion industries. Visual evaluation tends thus to privilege those closest to the standard models and codes of attractiveness, and to dismiss those who thus create vast pools of unattractive people. The speed of visual evaluation also made sexual evaluation a relatively non-interactional and one-sided feature of the social interactions. Contrary to recognition that demands a symbolic and social exchange, visual evaluation can, in principle, take place without any significant interaction and be one-sided. It is mediated by the gaze of the evaluator, who decides on his own who is attractive and who is not. The third feature of visual evaluation, connected again to its speed, is that it transforms the attribution of worth into a binary process. A person is either hot or not, attractive or unattractive. As Dan, a 41-year-old Israel male journalist, put it, "When I meet a woman, I know immediately if this is someone I would want to kiss or not." Okay, weird. The binary classification is again based on the form of evaluation induced by conventional media images that have been commodified femininity and more marginal masculinity as sexualness, attractiveness, and sexiness. These three attributes in visual evaluation, speed, one-sidedness, and binary character, have become further formalized and institutionalized by apps like Tinder, turning people into consumed images and profiles. Indeed, Tinder's main technological innovation consisted precisely in enabling speed and binarity, the famous swipe right or left. This entailed the capacity to attack the fourth attribute of visual evaluation as formalized by internet technologies, namely the fact that its speed enabled a much higher volume of interactions. Swiping right or left demands a quick form of evaluation that is purely based on visibility. Enabling fast selection and fast interaction, more efficiently geared to sexual desirable partners, Tinder deepens the snap character of visual evaluation, executed the recognition of visual commodity traits, and has discrete outcome, either hot or not. Persons becomes bodies, moving and speaking bodies become still images or snapshots, and evaluation itself becomes a quasi-instantaneous act of evaluating a still shot, making attraction into a punctual, quick, and discrete yes or no, thus creating a seamless harmony between the visualization of sexual personhood and technology. Okay, so that was the last page. And I'm not gonna lie, it's crazy. Like, it's crazy how women being put in the sexual field has made like $1 billion. Like, it's like, bro, the amount of money that people be making. Like, not even the women, but like just like the industry, how much money, like they make billions of dollars off people who be lusting crazy hard, right? And then that last part, yeah, it's crazy how like they use technology, and like when it comes to like evaluating someone, dating apps, they kind of do it in a way where like Tinder, for example, like you gotta be quick. You gotta look at the profile, but okay, is she fine or not, or is he fine or not, and then that's when you go through it. But yeah, I feel like over the years, like there's been like a standard of what the partner not should look like, but there's like a hot status, I would say, that people look to. However, everyone has a different hot status. You know, some people may think I'm fine. Others may think I'm fucking ugly, right? So I think that's also an aspect where everyone just they have their own preferences, but it's crazy, man. Dating has become wild. But hey, thank you guys for watching the video. Time to go on to the arm workout for today. Peace. Okay, arm day. Starting off with some skull crushes. Y'all see my chest kind of protruding? Is it not gonna hold up? Anyways, doing some skull crushes, making sure that the forms are proper. It's 25 pounds. Left side, and obviously do it on the right side as well. Sometimes it hurts when I do it, but I feel like my form is wrong. That's why it does hurt, but you know. Anyways, after that, we're doing some not incline, bro. seated dumbbell curl. Oh, I can't even talk. I say curls. This is 25 pounds. I've been doing 25 pounds for the past few weeks. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like I'm not progressing enough, but I think next week I'm gonna try out 30 pounds just to try it. And after that, we're doing some boop. There we go. Overhead triceps. Overall, this felt pretty good as well. Mainly starting off with my left because my left is small. I don't know. My left arm is like smaller than my right arm, but it can low-key move more weight. I don't know how to explain it. It's so weird. And then now we're doing some hammer curls. This was 30 pounds. Yo, y'all see the veins? Hold up. Going crazy. Hey, bro, I hate how I have like a wide waist. That's just pissing me off. Anyways, and then finally we ended off doing some reverse curls because, forearm work, I'm saying. But hey, that's the workout for today. And boom, your boy's looking kind of good, no? With the new glasses, with the chain and everything. I mean, this is after an arm pump, so that's probably why my arms look bigger. But I'm feeling pretty confident, feeling good. And guys, literally, I'm going to Japan in 6 days. Can you guys believe that? I'm so excited. I'm going to be vlogging, posting on my story, everything. But hey, onto the lunch. Okay, for dinner and lunch, literally had the exact same thing. We had chicken curry with some quinoa salad. The only difference is that for dinner, I put some hot sauce on it, which is 0 calories. But other than that, like exact same meals. Feeling pretty good. Vegetables, protein, that's all there. But hey, that is day 40 complete. Thank you guys for watching the video, man. It's crazy, guys. Literally 6 more days and I'm going to Japan. I can't wait. Vlogs and everything will be still anyways, thank you guys for watching. That is day 40 complete. I'll see you guys tomorrow for day 41. Peace.